How do you know if you need an ed therapist or a tutor? If your child has met with a tutor before and continues to struggle, it would be wise, or it would be helpful for you to at least consider and chat with an educational therapist. And if you're interested in that, you can always visit our website, wethrive.learning.com, and schedule a free consultation. If your child needs an ed therapist, we will let you know. If they need a tutor, we will also let you know. And so tutors, they will, if you're just noticing that this child is having difficulties in AP calculus and there has never been, they've never experienced a challenge before, they're likely going to need a tutor. If you notice that, your child is not at par with the rest of their class, that they're behind their same age peers, that they have a pattern of struggling in certain areas, that the teachers have noted things on the report card or have asked for evaluations and they have not been followed through, it would be worth to talk to an educational therapist so that we can see if this is the type of support that is needed. Again, because tutors are not trained in all the evidence-based programs or understand cognitive profiles at the level that we do, they are not going to consider everything that could be impacting the child's learning. And what tends to happen with that is, rather than learning, students tend to memorize, right? So we know exactly when a child has seen a tutor because they can regurgitate the steps and the algorithms to solving a math problem. But if you ask them to explain the math concept, they don't know how to do that. And so if you're noticing this or your child is not seeing progress, it would be worth it to meet with an educational therapist. If your child has been diagnosed with a learning disability, such as dyslexia or processing challenges, match them with an educational therapist. They can work with a tutor, but it's to amplify or supplement the therapeutic sessions, but it will not mimic, or it's not going to really help your child propel forward and learn. And so we don't want to waste your child's time, your resources, and so it would be best for them to meet with an educational therapist who is equipped at meeting the needs of your child. If you're noticing that your child has low confidence, that they avoid doing their homework, that they are constantly feeling overwhelmed, that they're staying really up late at night and not sleeping because they're working on their homework, if they seem scattered or are constantly procrastinating, these are just some signs that you might want to look out for to see if there's a need for extra support here. And we have checklists that we have created for parents of questions that they can ask themselves to see if this is the type of support that's needed. Again, I always welcome, though, parents to schedule a call, and I can let you know whether or not I think it would be helpful for an educational therapist to meet with them or a coach. So, if even yesterday, for example, I had a student who was working on math, and they were able to complete 4 math problems within 40 minutes, right? So we were working on other stuff the other minutes, but 4 math problems in 40 minutes. And this was because each math problem required lots of multi-steps. So as their educational therapist, I stepped in, emailed the teacher, explained to them that he was only able to complete 4 problems, had mastered the concept, could explain the concept, but however, took them longer to complete because each task was really laborious, right? So I also asked for extra accommodations to be put in place so that this child did not have to complete all 20 problems of their homework, and also asked for additional assistive technology that he could use in session to help him complete more of the problems if that was important. However, because he had mastered them, I did not feel there was a need for him to continue, and he understood that. So that's just an example of that happened last night of how we support children, how we teach them to advocate for themselves and raise their awareness, and how we work with teachers and parents to ensure that the child's needs are being met.